Welcome back. Today, we're diving into a project that many people think they understand. But the truth is, the real story sits far beneath the surface. Kaspa's price chart might look boring, the market might seem slow, and on the outside it may appear like the project is stuck in a long consolidation. But once you look beyond the basic numbers, you'll see something completely different happening behind the scenes. This is one of those moments in crypto where the data and the sentiment tell a very different story from the price. And anyone paying attention will realize why long-term holders are more convinced than ever. This video is for educational purposes only. It is not financial advice. Always do your own research before investing in crypto. Let's start with the present situation. Kaspa is hovering around the 4.5-cent range. And yes, from a casual glance, it looks like an extended sideways phase. Most people would think nothing interesting is happening. But here's where the plot twists. Despite the flat price action, the number of people holding Kaspa for over a year has reached a new all-time high. These aren't day traders or people speculating on hype. These are investors who understand what Kaspa's tech stack is capable of and why the network is so different from the rest of the market. Even more surprising, Kaspa currently ranks third in overall bullish sentiment across the entire crypto industry. Think about what that really means. With thousands of altcoins, meme coins, copy-paste forks, and hyped-up projects constantly fighting for attention, Kaspa is sitting near the top in confidence from real investors. That kind of sentiment doesn't appear magically. It doesn't come from marketing campaigns or trendy announcements. It's earned through development, consistency, and long-term potential. And the Kaspa community recognizes that. And speaking of strong conviction, someone recently purchased around 50 million Kas off Gate.io. That's not a casual buy. That's a whale-sized acquisition. Moves like this don't happen because a trader is bored. This is the kind of accumulation you only see when someone believes the asset is deeply undervalued. While retail traders stare at small dips, large players are absorbing massive amounts of supply. And that usually signals something big brewing underneath. Why does this matter? Because Kaspa isn't just another blockchain talking about future features or teasing upgrades that never arrive. It is one of the rare projects that is already executing on the difficult stuff. Instant confirmations, extremely high throughput, and real decentralization, all working together right now. Kaspa's architecture is so far ahead of typical chain designs that comparing it to older proof-of-work chains feels like comparing a modern smartphone to a decade-old flip phone. Kaspa isn't experimenting with theory. It's running the technology live at scale. But here comes the key question. What's the spark that sends Kaspa into the mainstream spotlight? Because the ingredients are already there. The community is strong, the ecosystem is growing, developers are building, and institutional interest is quietly increasing. At some point, a major catalyst will flip the switch, and when that moment arrives, those who were early will be in a completely different position from the rest of the market. To put things into perspective, Kaspa's current market cap sits around 423,780 BTC, and analysts have been discussing what could happen if that number grows toward 5,000 BTC. A move like that would be monumental, especially for early holders who have been quietly stacking during consolidation. Based on Kaspa's technology alone, many believe the market is severely underpricing the network, and the broader market hasn't fully recognized the value yet. And then we have V-Progs coming soon, a major upcoming feature many investors don't fully understand yet. These programmable features will unlock new capabilities on the network, especially for a proof-of-work system. This upgrade could push Kaspa into a completely new league, bringing functionality previously thought impossible on POW chains. Analysts have already begun talking about how V-Progs may become one of the biggest turning points for Kaspa's growth story. Speaking of institutional players, consider Mara Holdings. A well-known crypto mining company recently revealed that as of September 2025, they've accumulated roughly 50 million Kas. Between January and September, they mined around 15 million Kas, and they didn't sell. Not dumping during accumulation phases is one of the strongest indicators of institutional confidence. Big companies don't sit on assets for no reason. They're holding because they see long-term value. Now let's dive a little into the technical analysis side. The KS-USDT daily chart with Fibonacci levels shows the project moving inside a macro downtrend but staying above a critical support region. This important zone lies around the 0.382 fib level between roughly 0.044 and 0.045. If price remains above this area, Kaspa is still in safe territory. If that support fails, the next big support is near 0.031, and in the most extreme downside scenarios, we could revisit the older lows near 0.009. But that's only if macro conditions get extremely negative. At the same time, the RSI is sitting close to 37, showing light selling pressure, but nothing overstretched. What we're seeing now is compression, almost like a spring coiling tighter and tighter before releasing a major move. As for resistance, bulls need to reclaim the 0.050 to 0.055 region first. After that, strong resistance sits around 0.066, a very important line. A daily close above 0.066 would be the first genuine sign that the trend is reversing. If the price breaks above 0.082, then pushes towards 0.10, that's serious momentum shows up. At that point, you're no longer looking at sideways movement. You're looking at trend reversal. Right now, the price remains inside a range. 0.044 is the critical floor, and the area above 0.066 is where bulls wake up. This is classic accumulation behavior. Retail sleeps through it. Whales take advantage of it. Now let's talk about Zcash. ZEC recently exploded over 1,000% in just weeks, reminding everyone why privacy coins still matter in crypto. But interestingly, some analysts believe Kaspa could outperform Zcash in 2026. Why? Because Kaspa is moving rapidly towards zero-knowledge compatibility. This means private transactions could run directly on its Layer 1, without complex add-ons or extra layers. Developers are even experimenting with decentralized mixing systems using zero-knowledge proofs. Imagine sending CAS through a privacy mixer where your transaction blends with dozens of others. Completely anonymous but fully decentralized. This would allow Kaspa to combine speed, privacy, and scalability in a way no current privacy coin can match. Zcash offers powerful privacy, but it comes with limitations, especially around scaling. Kaspa's architecture works differently. Its blockDAG design allows many blocks to be processed at the same time. That means the network stays fast even when transaction demand spikes. Several blockchain researchers have pointed out that this gives Kaspa an incredible advantage. It can scale while still supporting advanced privacy tools on Layer 1. Kaspa is also fully composable, meaning developers can build apps directly on its base layer without relying on clunky Layer 2 solutions. This opens the door for private transactions, decentralized finance, gaming, and more, all running smoothly thanks to Kaspa's throughput. Meanwhile, Zcash is having its moment in the spotlight, but Kaspa has been accumulating strength quietly. One respected trader recently said this is exactly the kind of setup where early investors position themselves before the market wakes up. And they might be right. But Kaspa's biggest strength isn't just its technology, it's the community. The network is powered by miners, node operators, builders, and long-term supporters who care about decentralization. Kaspa has a goal of reaching 1,000 global nodes, and the requirements to run a node are extremely accessible. Unlike networks where validators need expensive, specialized hardware, Kaspa makes decentralization easy for everyday users. Analysts tracking POW ecosystems predict that 2026 to 2027 could be the most critical years in Kaspa's development, the period where nodes expand globally, V-Progs go live, privacy tools roll out, and institutional adoption grows. While Zcash may have the historical brand recognition, Kaspa is bringing something new: ultra-fast POW performance, privacy features that scale, and real-world utility. Kaspa is quietly changing what people thought was possible with a proof-of-work chain. The privacy layer is almost ready, the performance is already proven, and the architecture is built for growth. If everything rolls out as planned, 2026 may be remembered as the year Kaspa reveals what it's truly capable of. Kaspa might look quiet on the surface, But under the hood, long-term holders are increasing, whales are accumulating, institutions are holding, major upgrades are coming, and privacy features are being tested directly on Layer 1. Between technical development, strong fundamentals, and organic community growth, Kaspa is building toward a moment where mainstream recognition could hit the project hard and fast. Anyone paying attention to the deeper trends can see that the groundwork for a major future move is slowly coming together. Thanks for watching. Like the video, drop your thoughts in the comments, and hit subscribe if you want more real-time updates, moves, market trends, and hidden gems.